Hello, I'm Jonathan Fenton, president of the MacArthur Foundation. It's my very great pleasure to welcome you to MacArthur Island in Second Life. Over the next few minutes, I want to give you a tour of the island and introduce you to some of our exciting work. The MacArthur Foundation was founded in 1978 and is perhaps best known for its support of public television and radio and for its Genius Grants that recognize individual creativity. But the Foundation does much more, here in the U.S. and around the world in more than 60 countries. Although the future will certainly be different as we adjust to the economic downturn, this year we will award nearly $250 million in grants and low-cost loans from our headquarters here in Chicago and offices in Mexico, Nigeria, Russia, and India. Our country offices are the on-the-ground representation of MacArthur as we address global issues. Our Nigeria office, for example, helps to advance our human rights, Africa higher education, and population and reproductive health strategies. But most of our work is coordinated out of Chicago, so come with me and I'll introduce you to our core programs. This walkway is an interactive exhibit that includes information about the Foundation and the work we fund here in the U.S. and around the world. Here you will see information about the history of the Foundation and its governance. Let's take a minute to learn a bit more about these programs. Our international program on global security and sustainability seeks to protect the security and well-being of people and the environment around the globe. We have specific efforts underway in human rights, conservation, global migration and mobility, and population and reproductive health. Helping to develop successful individuals and strong communities in the U.S. is the goal of the program on human and community development. Specific areas of focus include community and economic development, housing, juvenile justice, digital media and learning, and policy research of major forces affecting society. See these signs for more information about all these programs. Our general program is a place where we focus on media, arts and culture in Chicago, and special projects. It is our research and development center. For example, our human rights program was started at the general program. The MacArthur Fellows Program awards unrestricted fellowships to talented individuals who have shown extraordinary originality and dedication in their creative pursuits and a marked capacity for self-direction. For example, urban farmer Will Allen is transforming the cultivation, production, and delivery of healthy foods to underserved urban populations through a novel synthesis of low-cost farming technologies. Another example is Susan Mango, a developmental biologist who synthesizes approaches from genetics, genomics, ecology, and embryology to address one of the most challenging questions in developmental biology: how organs are formed. Still another is Adam Rees, an astronomer who is designing experiments and devices to advance our understanding of the geometry of the universe and to trace the story of both its beginning and its end. Now let's learn more about some of the organizations that MacArthur funds. Here is a map of the island. Our next stop will be in the conservation area. Conservation of biodiversity is one of our key goals. Our grants focus on 8 areas in the tropics with high levels of species diversity, many of them one of a kind, and all of them under threat. This display shows the geographic regions of our investment. On each of these maps, you can learn more about the specific organizations and the work that they do to address these issues and achieve goals that we share with them. A centerpiece of the work in conservation is a project called the Encyclopedia of Life. It is an ambitious effort to document the 1.8 million known species on Earth. The Encyclopedia of Life provides an online inventory of life on Earth, one that is growing larger by the day. Here you will see sample species in each of the 8 classifications represented in the encyclopedia. On my right, you can see an ant that is common in the warmer climates of the Western Hemisphere. And on my left is a 3-dimensional rendering of the HIV virus. To learn more about the encyclopedia and the species represented here, simply click on the sign behind me to get to the encyclopedia's extensive and constantly changing website. Let's now move to see some other organizations that we support. Public Radio Exchange is a winner of the MacArthur Award for Creative and Effective Institutions. The award goes to well-run, innovative organizations that have reached a critical or strategic point in their development. Let's listen for a moment to learn more about PRX.
PRX is an online marketplace that brings stations, producers, and listeners together. Anyone can upload audio to prx.org. Instead of messy agreements, there's an online license manager. The result is a growing online community dedicated to a democratic way to make better public media.
To bring our tour of MacArthur Island to an end, let's learn about two more areas of work. The New Communities Program, the nation's largest community development effort, is an initiative built around 16 Chicago neighborhoods. Participating neighborhoods undertake a community planning process, engaging local residents and leaders in the creation of strategies to improve economic vitality, but also the quality of life. Our exhibit is designed so that you can understand the geographical context for each of the neighborhoods and learn more about each of them. Let's end up here at the exhibit on our human rights and international justice work. MacArthur supports organizations like Human Rights Watch that monitor human rights abuses all over the world, in Darfur, China, Colombia, and many places. MacArthur is active in strengthening the International Criminal Court, which tries people accused of genocide and the worst crimes against humanity. Before closing our tour, let me thank the USC Network Culture Project and Global Kids for helping us explore virtual worlds and create and manage this island. I should mention that we also have an arena seating over 100 avatars that is available for nonprofit organizations interested in bringing people together. To inquire about using the space, please leave word at the comment box on the platform below the globe. So thank you for joining me on this tour. We want it to be a place where our grantees, other organizations, the general public, foundation colleagues, and you, all of you, can learn about philanthropy in a virtual world. We hope that you will enjoy your stay and are inspired to work like us on behalf of a more just, humane, and peaceful world.